Welcome back. This past weekend, I was honored to be invited back to Savannah to see the Bananas and the Party Animals play another game of banana ball. This time, players from both teams allowed me to shag fly balls for an hour before the game. Then I got to meet almost every player out there. Lucky for me, a lot of guys said they'd love to come on the show and talk baseball. I am Grayson Knight, and this is Baseball Podcasts Are Fun. I got a powerhouse guest on the show today who's very familiar with the Savannah Party Animals fans, Mike Vavasis. Not only has he been a player for the team in black and pink for a couple seasons, but he was also recently crowned as head coach for the rest of the Summer Banana Ball Series, which concludes this weekend at Grayson Stadium. Let's get to it, Coach Mike. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm great. I'm just ready to do this. I
Absolutely, absolutely,
I know you're in the car on your way back to Savannah right now. Hopefully there are no Zoom issues. You ready to give me the scoop on the party animals?
absolutely. Yeah. We're kind of we're the rivals, we're the bad guys, but we play to win. We're I wouldn't say we're out for blood, we're out for potassium, I guess, going after the bananas. But no, we're a bunch of guys that we put the work in, and even though we get the bad guy rap, we play hard, and we enjoy what we do, and it's all for the fans, and we have such a good time. And it was nice you got to come out and experience another game out there. The party animals, we like to have fun, but we're trying to win ball games too.
Yeah. Great. But before that, we want to get to know how you and what's your background in baseball? How'd you get to how'd you start in baseball?
Gotcha. So, well, it's kind of been a crazy story. I started around 11 years old. Never wanted to play baseball. Never even thought of it. Kind of got forced to sign up for little league. Got involved, and after the first practice, I fell in love. Um, I from there played high school baseball. Went on to play college baseball. Played at a community college in my town, Pasco Hernando State College. Then I played at Eckerd College for my last 2 years, junior and senior year. It's a small Division two over in St. Pete. After that, played a little bit of indie ball. Got signed on with the Phillies. I was a bullpen catcher with them for a little over 2 years. Once COVID hit, kind of baseball, there was nothing going on. A buddy of mine from college, Adam Moreau, who also helps coach and is a coach for the Party Animals when he is available, reached out to me, said, "Man, I think this would be the perfect thing for you," and it literally is the perfect type of baseball for me. So that's how I kind of got involved. It's been a bunch of different roads, but I'm very happy to end it up here, and it's been a blast.
So where are you driving from right now?
So I'm driving. I'm right outside Tampa, Florida, a small county called Pasco County. So I'm driving from there. It's about a 5.5 hour trip if I take my time and stop and get some food.
So I lived in Tampa for like the first 2years of my life, and we're a big Tampa Bay Rays fan. Are you?
I am. I like all teams. My mom's from New York, so I was raised. I hate to say it, kind of a Yankees fan, which I know everyone doesn't like, but I know, but I cheer for all teams. I've been going to Rays games more, and you got to cheer for the hometown team.
Yeah. So what was how did you become had drafted to the Phillies? How was that
So
progression?
right, so playing indie ball, I was in a small league up in Kentucky. Didn't think too much of it. Had someone towards the end of our indie season had someone from the Phillies reach out to me, asked me when I'd be back in town, which happened to be in a week. So I came back down immediately from Kentucky. I came down to Clearwater, had a little tryout, catching bullpens, and I signed the contract that day. So it was not too sure how my name got out there, not too sure how it got spread, but the stars were aligned that day, and someone mentioned me, and that's kind of how it all worked. It went from Kentucky straight to Clearwater, and signed a contract that day.
Nice. So I read that you have a brother and sister. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, both older brother, older sister.
So I'm guessing that was pretty competitive, right?
Honestly, no. So it's funny. So my brother never played sports, never was really into them. And my sister, she was a dancer. So her and my mom still own a dance studio till today. So they are much older than me, and they weren't really involved in sports. And same with my parents, they really didn't know much about baseball. So when I got involved, they were like, they were clueless as well. My dad still is very clueless about baseball. I have to explain a lot of things to him. My mom, I think, knows more than my dad, which is funny. But no, I was really the only sports guy in my family, and everyone did their own little things. But no, they've been nothing but supportive. But it wasn't very competitive, thankfully, which I almost wish it was. Maybe I'd be a little bit better at baseball.
Did you have like a best friend that was in baseball with you?
Yeah, I had a couple good buddies growing up. I had my buddy I still talk to today. His name's John. We played Little League together. He's actually a local cop in the area. And my buddy Anthony as well, who's actually a comedian now. So we all grew up playing baseball together. John didn't play college ball, but Anthony was lucky enough to play with me for 2 years in college ball, and we were always super competitive around the same age, and we had fun with it. But it was they're super supportive, and they love seeing me doing all this as well. I know they wish they were doing it as well, but they don't got it in them anymore. They don't want to play.
I forgot to ask you, how far are you from the Tropicana Field?
Um, if traffic is good, I'm about 55 minutes, right around an hour. I know you grew up in Tampa, so the traffic is pretty terrible over there. So typically it
Yeah.
takes me like an hour 20, hour
Oh,
30.
it shouldn't be that much because you're in St. Pete, right?
So I'm right outside St. Pete. So
Okay.
yeah,
So
so
it's like the opposite side of the trop.
exactly.
Yeah. So what made you stand out when you got to high school? What was like one thing that you did?
So I could always hit the ball pretty far. That was always a go-to. I was always a pretty good sized kid. I wasn't always as muscular. I was a little chunky in high school, so always had good power. Was a pretty good catcher, had a decent arm back in the day before the shoulder got old on me. But I think it was my hitting that really made me stand out from the other kids, and the size, because not a lot of high school kids are 6 foot 200 pounds. So that's really, I think, what made me stand out. And I think that's why I got the opportunity so young to play varsity and everything.
Did you play varsity while you were a freshman?
Yep. So I played.
Oh,
So I had like 3 games on JV, but I was flip flopping in our county. I'm not sure how it is everywhere, but you're allowed 3 games a week, and that's if you want to play one JV game, 2 varsities. So that's what I was doing for the first couple weeks of the season, and then after I started being productive on varsity, they just called me up full time.
so I'm in seventh grade now. So I'm 2 years away from my high school, and once I graduate seventh grade, I'll be able to like practice with the high school team a little bit.
Right. That's awesome.
Uh, were you getting any looks from colleges or any MLB teams?
So in let's see. So in high school, it was because I was in a small town. I just had a local community college, the one I actually ended up going to. They were looking at me. St. Leo, which is a smaller Division II as well in my county. They came and looked at me. And then I did have the Diamondbacks come out to a game. That didn't, at a high school, that didn't go so well. In college, I had a little bit more exposure. I had a couple teams come out and look at me. Senior year, I was supposed to be taken late in the draft, and nothing ever came of it. And that's when I went the indie ball route. But and that's the way I try to always express it to younger kids too. Is like getting drafted isn't the end all story. There's so many more options out there, and so many more ways to get involved in professional baseball. So and just never give up. Keep playing until your body lets you.
Uh-huh. So for any fans that have not seen what Coach Mike looks like, you got to check out his photos on Instagram. Fitness is a really big part of your life. How has fitness commitment? How has your commitment to fitness helped you stay healthy as a player?
I want to say so, and it's tough because as a baseball player and bodybuilding, it doesn't really correlate too well. Especially with a lot of the workouts, they're not more so strength based, but they're more so to make your physique look better, make you look better, obviously in a competition. But I will say it does help a lot with keeping your strength up, keeping you in shape. Any type of exercise is great for cardiovascular, and also eating a good diet as well. That should be for everyone. The more nutritious foods and stuff you take in, you're just going to perform better because your body's a machine. You got to feed the machine.
I recently started a strength and conditioning to get ready for my 13U travel ball, and I can already feel a big difference. Have you ever taken a strength program?
Yes, absolutely. I actually do personal training as well on the side back home. So I do, strength programs for athletes, and I have a couple clients as well that are looking to increase strength. So it's definitely beneficial, and it's great too to start at a young age because everything you put in now is just going to keep translating more towards the future.
Um, okay, so you knew these questions were coming. Please tell us how you initially got connected with Bananas. I know you talked about your friend was a coach, but was there any other connection?
No, so I seen that they were doing a tryout, and I liked his post that he had on social media, and he wrote me immediately and was like, "Hey, this would be perfect for you." So it was kind of a crazy instance where there's a old well, he's still in the game. His name is David Robertson, and he was a closer for the Yankees for a little while. I believe he was with the White Sox and the Phillies, um, and he was rehabbing his way back from Tommy John. He reached out to me and asked me if I can, catch him in front of a bunch of scouts because he's trying to get, re-signed and play Major League Baseball again. So I was like, absolutely. Ended up falling on the same day as the tryout for the Bananas. So I reached out to them and said, hey, I'm going to be there. I have to catch this guy. It's super important for him, and it was local. And they were like, hey, if you have to catch this Major League guy and he's having you come out and paying you for this, then I think you'd be more than welcome to play for us. So honestly, thanks to Adam, he got me the connection. And then, once we met and I spoke to everyone, it was like, just a perfect mix, perfect. And I love the Party Animals vibe, and it worked well with me. So,
Was there a thought of becoming a banana initially, or was it just party animals?
I've only been a party animal, but for the Breakfast Bowl last year, I actually was a banana. Don't tell anyone, but there is pictures out me with the Bananas uniform on. But I respect those guys. I love the Bananas; they're great. But I think my personality and my look just really portrays best with the party animals.
There's only four people going to listen to this, so I think we're good. What do my listeners need to know about the difference between the two teams? You both play to win, but like, what else?
Difference between both of us, honestly, we're all the same guys, just trying to play baseball and enjoy it. With the party animals, I believe the Bananas have a lot going on their firsthand. They're doing a lot of entertainment. We do have some stuff we do, but I would say the Bananas have a little more stress and more stuff going on their end to fulfill other than us. So I say we have more relaxed, fun type of baseball, and they have the more like, oh boy, we really have to focus and make sure we're hitting everything on time.
Uh, my mom and my dad cheer hard for the party animals to win, but are there talks about the party animals getting the home team advantage sometimes because the bananas always have a walk-off advantage?
Right. No, and that's one thing we talked about too in our recent meetings. I think in the spring series that when we go on tour again, I do believe that we're gonna look into us being the home team a couple times because
Should be like half and
it
half.
would be nice that yeah, it would be nice. Just it's different strategy. It's tough being away every game. So
Yeah. You guys were so close again last Friday. You were up by 2 points, but that rule that every the last inning, every run counts as a point. So, does that count for your team too? That's just like a question I had.
yeah, no, absolutely. So, and we didn't know that till the day of that game, which was wild because it actually worked like perfectly for the game situation. But yeah, I believe that was put into effect so it makes it a little more competitive and also to get us into more of those showdowns, which are super exciting. So, yeah, so it
Because
works for both teams as long as it's the last inning.
yeah, because I was like, well, if the Bananas don't end this inning before 10 minutes, they're gonna lose. But like, oh no,
Right.
every run counts. So I was super confused. But
Yeah, a lot of people they should have told everyone before the game. They told us before the
they
game too. We
they
were like,
they
what?
told us
But
they told us live on well when I was there on Saturday, but they didn't show it on the Friday on TV.
right.
Yeah. Were you excited to be named head coach of the Party Animals, and will that continue to next year's World Tour?
I really was. I mean, it's just to be in the environment as it is amazing, and to be able to not only coach like some of the greatest guys I've been around ever. It's just a great opportunity, and I was, so thankful for it. And I really hope, going forward in the spring that I can, hold that title and bring some victories for the party animals.
What other coach would it be besides you?
I'm
Yeah.
not sure. We do have a bunch of coaches on staff. I do believe that that is something that I will be doing in the spring. But Jesse is a mad wizard with his stuff. The man in the yellow suit. So we'll see what he's got planned for the world tour in the spring.
I can't wait till next year. There's gonna be 20 cities, right?
Yeah, I think it was 20 or 25, something like that. But
You
it's
know,
it's going to
have
be a
you gotten
really
the
good
list
time.
yet? Have you gotten the list yet?
I have not gotten the list yet. I know we're going to be starting on the other coast from what I'm hearing, but I'm
Oh,
not
really?
exactly sure.
Like
Yeah, so I think we're just going to
California?
be. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe they mentioned that. So I'm not sure exactly yet. I think they still have to like confirm a bunch of places, but it's going to be a fun trip.
My idea was the Field of Dreams.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. That'd be super cool.
because only 8,000 people can go, so I think that'd be a great opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Coach Mike, interview's almost over, and we have entered the fun zone. You ready to party with some rapid fire questions?
I'm always ready to party. Let's do it.
You can give me as much or little info as you want. Here we go.
Okay.
Tampa or Savannah?
Savannah.
Why?
Oh, I love the downtown area. It's so much fun, and I don't. It's just I've been there so much now. It almost feels like home.
Which actor could play you in a movie?
So everyone says I look like Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't know if, yeah, but I guess if he has a mustache, I guess we would look similar. But yeah, I would say I would be anything Jake Gyllenhaal played because I think would be good stunt doubles,
Yeah, yeah, you could be a good stunt double. Yeah, that's true.
right?
Mm. Which current banana would make an even better party animal?
Ooh, that is a tough one. You know what I think would be hilarious if Bill Leroy became a party animal.
Bill and
That would
Kyle
mess
just
everyone up,
become traders. Bill and Kyle will become
right?
traders. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Just throw them on the party animals would be awesome.
Have you ever been mistaken for a celebrity? Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm
Uh,
guessing.
yeah, Jake. No, literally, Jake Gyllenhaal. He's multiple times, and I get a lot of Mario, even though he's not a real person. But everyone's like, "Oh, are you Mario?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm Mario." So, but yes, I would say those two people the most.
Can you give me the accent?
The Mario accent.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even know. I don't even know how he does it.
It's
I can't do it.
me, Mario.
It's a me, Mario.
What is your favorite baseball movie?
I like the first Major League. I don't know
Okay,
if you've seen that. Yeah,
I
big
have.
fan
Yeah.
of Major League. And Sandlot. You can't go wrong with the original
Yeah.
Sandlot.
Um, what other Sandlots would be good? Is there a sequel to
I
Sandlot?
Yeah, that's true. They did a remake. I want to say I've never seen it. At least that's what people say. I've never
Uh,
watched it though.
what is your favorite baseball moment as a player?
So many good moments. I want to say my mom never made it out to a bunch of games when I was in college, and even now because I'm in Savannah, it's so far away. I would say game that we had when I was in St. because my college was in St. Pete, and I hit a 3-run home run for us to game winning home run. I think that was probably one of the biggest moments because she got to see it. She's never there, so it was pretty cool.
Um, Coach Mike Vavasis, you're awesome. Thank you, and thanks for taking time for me and my listeners. Did you have fun?
I had a great time, and thank you. I really appreciate it.
Anything else you want to share with us?
Now just go party animals.
Fans of Banana Ball can watch Coach Mike lead the party animals this Friday and Saturday as they play the Savannah Bananas at historic Grayson Stadium. If you can't see them in person, you can catch both games on ESPN Plus and watch the ESPN Plus docuseries. Episodes 1 to 3 are out now, and there are 2 more to come. For ticket information or to be put on the waiting list for next year's Banana Ball World Tour, please visit savannahbananas.com or follow at the Sav Bananas and at the Sav Party Animals on Instagram to see all the fun videos. You can find Coach Mike Vavasis on Instagram at Mike_EV7 And you can help my show by subscribing to Baseball Podcast for Fun on Spotify and YouTube, and following at Baseball Podcast for Fun on Instagram. Please come back for next week's guest. Until then, I am Grayson Knight, and this was Baseball Podcasts Are Fun. Don't forget to swing for the fences. See ya!